Yo, it's Real Guys, Real Talk. Let's go.
Welcome back.
Yo,
We're here.
Welcome back, everyone.
We're here. We are. I'm not
We're
going to
back.
say it. Welcome back, ladies.
Welcome back to the show,
Man.
guys. It's been an exciting few weeks, hasn't it?
yeah, it has.
Dude, there's so much going on in the world.
The world is just overflowing with things and investments and money.
Dude.
Not immigrants.
That's not. They're somewhere.
Dude. Yeah, what's Trump's doing some crazy stuff in the whole Arab nations.
Dude, the Middle East right now is just being flooded with democracy on the
Isn't that
wings of
crazy
the Air
that
Force One.
Qatar gifted him. We didn't talk about this yet, but
Oh yes,
was it Qatar or was it
Qatar.
How do they have that money?
Huh?
Dude, are you kidding me?
Cater?
Dude,
Qatar?
it's
Qatar?
it's Qatari. It's
You say how they have that money?
Other than the oil, I imagine.
Dude,
Well, they're legit trillionaires, dude.
these are
Like they're trillionaires there.
like
Holy moly, dude! I want to meet one.
Yeah, you never
Our
will.
channel needs to meet them.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
we likes use guys.
we like.
they
we
everyone
like
was
guys,
like, "Oh, that's crazy!" Like he's just doing like. I mean, we got gifted the Statue of Liberty. Nobody complained about that.
Yeah.
You know.
People are complaining about this.
Yeah, well, yeah. People complain about it. Dude, you can hand somebody a check for $1 million, they'll find somebody to be pissed about it.
they
Oh,
will.
I got to pay taxes on it.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Sucks. It's not mine. So.
Yeah.
Oh no, his
Only a million.
We were talking about the plane, right?
I could have been
yeah.
a millionaire, but
Well, how much was it? It was
multi-millionaire.
300 million.
Something like that.
It was
No, it was way more
33?
than that. I thought it was way more than that.
It was 300 or 600 million dollar
Yeah.
plane
I don't know.
that was gifted by Qatar to
Thank you.
Trump.
Yeah.
It's
which is
got
great.
all sorts of bugs and spy information
100%.
on it. And
Trump said he's gonna
No,
paint it
they're-
red, white, and blue.
did he really?
He did. He said he's gonna use it. It's gonna be awesome. He
I
really
think
he said that.
I
he
think
said it was a
that
gift.
we probably have enough technology to be able to counter survey if there are
100%,
bugs on it.
100%.
But
Dude,
what if there's like a
100%.
doomsday switch on there that they could just be like, lights
I
out?
doubt it. I
Aw.
doubt it.
Nah, yeah, I doubt
They'll
that as
tear
well.
that thing back down all the way back down to the bare
I think
bones.
so. I
They
think
will.
Put it
you're
back together.
exactly
They probably
right.
already are.
Was it
think
is
so.
it from Boeing or who's it from?
I think it's Boeing.
Yeah.
It's Boeing. So
They
yeah.
couldn't get one right for him, man. I know that was a big deal.
Well,
but why
he's-
would you pay for one if it's given
Yeah.
to you? So what are we doing in return?
Right now I think it's only
Let them
publicity
be our
investments.
friends.
Visiting
Friends,
them?
yes, defense rights.
You'll fly in my plane. We friends.
Yeah.
We friends
I
now.
want that kind of friend.
Yeah,
you
dude.
know? You need to step your game up, bro.
I know, dude, right? Trying.
Gosh,
I think
stuck
right
with a
now-
Dodge right now.
Yeah.
Dude, it's a nicer truck.
I
than
need
mine.
that. What is that monster Mercedes thing? Like the 6x6?
Oh, that
the
giant-
Barabbas?
whatever
No.
it is. I don't know. What that sounds
Barabbas. That sounds
Yeah.
cool, though. Did you just come up with that? Off the top of your
No,
head?
Barabbas, I think they alter
Judas.
vehicles, especially Mercedes AMG
Hey,
stuff.
I found out what's wrong with your car. Oh, was it the alternator? Well, that, and it's actually Decepticon, and we're about to die.
Yeah.
We're about to die. I'm
Oh,
so
dude, I
sorry.
love those the little pair. The one's a toaster and one's something. And they're
Oh,
like
the ice
fighting
cream
all the
truck?
time.
The
They're
twins.
smaller. They're
Yeah.
the small ones. They're on the window seal.
Oh.
They're like battling it out, shooting each
Yeah,
other with tiny
yeah.
little missiles.
Yeah.
So funny, dude.
Yeah, Transformers actually hits really hard, man.
Oh, it's an awesome movie. I watched
Especially
the
the
first,
first few.
one
Oh,
again.
it's
the best,
Like,
dude.
oh, dude, so
Doesn't that
cool.
make you want to get a freaking Camaro, dude?
does.
An
It
old
still
one?
does.
Calm down.
Bro, I
I'm gonna
want
get
a
one. I'm
Camaro
gonna
so
get
bad, dude.
Put a
Black
lift
and
on
yellow?
everything.
Little Wiz Khalifa action?
Black and yellow.
I actually don't like yellow cars. Sorry.
I think no.
Red?
but it looked
Blue?
great. Blue maybe.
Orange.
Maybe orange.
Nardo gray.
Orange would be cool.
Nardo gray, 100%, dude.
That would be
Oh.
awesome.
100%. Black on gray.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Even the
cool.
color of your shirt, I forget what heather
Steel gray
I think
or-
is what
Yeah.
it's called.
Steel gray, just gray.
Just
Battleship gray.
Gray.
Battleship.
Oh, dude, I saw Shaquille O'Neal. He just punked his the guys who get his vehicles for him.
Huh?
They wrapped it in the gray he asked for. He asked for this
Oh.
like Porsche gray. It was I think it was an Escalade, something
Yeah.
similar.
How long does a wrap last?
Like 5 years.
5
Yeah,
years?
at least.
It's expensive though, isn't it?
It is. It's like
Yeah.
$3,000 to $5,000
Okay.
Yeah.
for the minimum stuff.
Okay.
But a paint job would be way more.
But
Oh,
that's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but like
And it
that's
protects.
like if you get like a really high end wrap, that's like they're doing like doors, like the door trim,
Seals,
They're
Yeah,
really
like
actually
they're
doing
like
good,
jams
yeah.
and stuff.
yeah, they're doing everything.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
just like trimming it on the edge and calling it a day.
And some of the stuff gets expensive, like some of the reflective metallic.
That's
stuff.
what I want.
The
I want
chameleon
my
Mirror
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah.
Like
Just straight GTA going crazy.
No, I saw
Oh my
one from
God.
Dubai.
What's
They
wrong
used
with her
to-
now?
When it gets in the heat, it's a black wrap. When it gets hot, it turns into
I can't imagine.
a comic book.
Oh, really?
Spider-Man, Batman shows
Does
up.
it really?
Like,
So it's like
I used to
those
have a
coffee
Spider-Man
mugs
toolbox.
the heat like changes. I'm like,
pretty
oh,
cool.
this is cool.
They have a chameleon one that's black. It's a stealth black, and when you touch it, it changes like the heat transfer.
like a
stuff
coffee
when we're a
mug,
kid. Yeah,
when
where
it's like-
rainbow color.
If you can see this, I'm not ready for
my day.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Shut
like
up,
the
dude.
Jeeps that is like if this correct if you can read this, please flip me over. or
Yeah,
whatever.
dude.
Those are funny.
I don't know, man. I'm not a huge
Jeep guy.
Jeep culture
Me
guy.
neither. What's with the ducks and
I don't
you got like
understand it.
grown men with a bunch of
I don't
ducks in
understand
the
it.
winch. They can't even see anyway.
Did you ever see
Dude,
that
look at
video
the
of the
samurai
guy?
duck.
He
So
they pull into Chrysler or wherever, like a Jeep place.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, the guy said that it won't go into drive. And he's like, he was towing it behind his RV. He was towing it behind his RV, still in 4 low.
Oh my god.
So
that's
it
toast, dude.
ripped the transmission,
Destroyed.
transfer case, and everything
Everything.
out.
Wow.
Yeah,
Sure.
Yeah.
Why would you even? Try?
and that's not covered by warranty.
Yeah.
You know?
You
Well, I
should
saw a
be
video the other day
neutral.
of the guy towing a car with the car in reverse.
Oh, I saw that.
You saw
yeah.
that? It was like those-
there was somebody in that car.
There was somebody in
Yeah,
that
that's
car?
the brakes were locked
I've
up.
seen where I've seen some ghetto stuff where guys are pulling cars with a tow rope and like they're steering. You know what I'm
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about? And they
I've seen it in person.
and they can't. That's what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
can't hit the brakes because it's just eventually you don't
Yeah.
have any hydraulic.
Yeah.
And they're pushing on it. You can tell the brakes are failing.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they slam right in the back of it, dude.
I had a
Oh, you're gonna
97
get
4Runner
destroyed.
one
I
time,
pulled
dude.
one over for
I
that.
did have a
crap before.
1997 Toyota 4Runner. It had 278,000 miles on it,
Dude,
right?
those go for they're worth a lot of money still.
Yeah, so I felt like
Yeah,
it was
so-
having some brake fade, and I was like, it'll be fine. I was broke way in my early 20s,
Yeah,
and
not much has changed.
yeah, no shit. I
So you're in your 30s.
I was driving home, dude, and I went to go step on the brakes to make a turn. I did not have any brakes. I
Dude,
made it
that's
all the way
scary,
home
man.
with the e-brake.
Yep, I
Like
got you,
the
dude.
master cylinder failed,
got
and I was
you.
like, Toyotas suck.
That's crazy.
I had to beg the guys at Advanced Auto to bring me a master cylinder. I'm like, I can't drive this thing, dude.
Yeah, the power steering goes out, and you're like,
No, I mean,
oh,
everything-
thank God I'm going 20 miles an hour because
Yeah.
if I was going slower, I could not turn.
Yeah, dude. It was rough.
Yeah. So the Trump stuff, man.
Yeah, let me
reel
so
us back
They
in.
rolled
I
out the
guess.
purple carpet.
really?
Yeah, that signals
Oh,
royalty.
you're right, yes. No, they gave him
Purple's a
the
great
royal
color,
seal.
man.
Yeah,
In
It
Saudi
is.
Arabia, they gave him like the presidential necklace.
I saw that.
yeah.
Which
I
is
saw
like the
that.
high-
And he
highest
also
award
allowed Trump to
or-
walk in front of him.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah,
What is going on?
No, this is weird.
Respect gets
The
respect.
first thing we got.
They had
his-
YMCA playing when
yeah,
on his
if they even
walkout.
knew.
You ever see South Park where they have Van Halen come out for like they get like the Muslims and the Jews and the Christians together because of the cow, like the sacred cow.
Oh yes,
And
I
then he's
remember
like,
that, yes.
Now that we're all here together, please welcome Van Halen. And it's like, dude, it's so funny.
I have
It's
to
a, it's a
see
great
it.
episode. It really is.
With him meeting, Kim Jong Il. Thank you. Il is his father. And crossing dude, that moment where he crossed the DMZ, shook his hand, and
They held
crosses
hands.
the DMZ.
They held hands and crossed together.
It's
They did.
crazy
Yeah.
to see that. I was like,
I
and
haven't
then
heard
he
much
pats
out of
him
old
on the
Kimmy.
back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I was just like, Rocket Man, this is insane, dude. What is
Well,
happening?
People are people. Humans are humans around the world. No matter how
Right.
we perceive them,
Yeah.
they're still a person. But this Middle East stuff is weird. Like these countries have not been friends with the U.S. fully.
He pulled the sanctions on Syria.
He did. He pulled.
Yeah, he
Syria
wants a
sanctions.
fresh start.
He's visiting them now, I
Mhm.
believe.
I think he put
tonight.
he worked out a peace deal with India and Pakistan too.
Yes, they did. Yep.
You see
India,
that picture? It
Pakistan,
was,
peace
uh,
Dude, I
deal.
didn't
There was
figure
a
it out.
carpet. There was a
No more
picture-
street food.
Well, there was a picture of a
Aw.
carpet laying on the ground, and it says "circa 2025."
That's
Indian
so
Air Force pilot shot
funny,
down.
Prisoner of War's Aladdin.
Yeah,
Can you
dude.
imagine?
I'm trying to think. So Saudi Arabia
Oh
is
my
investing
gosh, dude.
$600 billion in America. Qatar 1.2 trillion.
So much
UAE
money,
1 trillion or something like that. Like he just got trillions, not billions, trillions in investments for jobs, construction, investments. They purchased 150 aircraft from Boeing. The largest purchase ever from
Holy
an
cow.
outside source nation.
Boeing needs the money too. They
Is
do.
it Saudi? Yeah. Well,
Yeah, they do.
they need to calm down too
They got
with
some-
who they're getting rid of, but the how they're doing it. You know,
Hey, that's,
he
they
suicided
got to
himself.
do what they got to do.
So it's like, seriously, it's like the whole. Did you go through any of that training, like the gunshot residue?
Oh,
and
yeah,
blood
yeah,
splat. Okay,
yeah.
so it's a super weird tangent, but what the thing is, unburned gases or gases that haven't fully been able to burn will burn an imprint on the face or wherever.
Yeah.
And you can tell the distance of what you, depending on what you're shot with.
Sure.
And so, like, there's some weird stuff where
Yeah.
no pattern of, hey, it's right there at my face, but
Little
the gun's
sniper.
in the hand kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just like, huh,
You ever see
someone's killed this person, but this is going to be a suicide.
You ever see Shooter with Mark
Yes,
Wahlberg?
I saw that.
That-
Dude, that one moment where he...
The device they have, you know. You don't remember that part? Where
Oh, yeah.
Where he's
yeah,
getting, where
yeah,
they pull
Yeah,
the
yeah.
string to pull the, you know.
Bro, what the heck?
Yeah, he's like,
I
what-
love that.
He's
That's
like,
the
he's like,
same
what
one,
kind of
right?
sick a-holes would come up with something like this?
That's the same one where the firing pin's out, right?
Yeah, they
Yeah.
he switches them.
Dude,
Yeah,
solid.
yeah, dude, that's a good
Solid
movie.
flick.
It is.
You can't do that in an AR very well because the bolt carrier group will not fully seat, but
Yeah.
it's still a good.
It's a
idea.
movie, you know, but
Yeah, well, that was an AR, and dude,
I think it was a-
Remington 700 or something similar.
I thought it was like
Absolutely.
a 308 or something like that.
Yeah, I think it's a 700 or
Yeah.
it's a M24.
'Cause I have a 700 myself.
Do you?
Yeah,
We
3006.
both do. Brothers,
Yeah.
gun brothers. Welcome
Brothers.
to the America where you can have those
Brothers of
things.
the Barrels.
Brothers of the Barrels.
Brother. That sounds
That would be a
crazy.
cool like liquor name.
It would
Wouldn't
be
it?
Brothers of the
the
Barrels.
the touching barrels.
Anthony, edit that out. Somebody steals it.
Just have beep, beep,
Here I
beep, beep,
said,
beep.
What did you
the
say?
touching barrels.
Yeah,
The
the
touching-
touching.
And then
Brothers
like,
of
instead
the
of them
touching
being
barrels,
crossed, it's
yes.
like
Honestly, dude, like funny brands sell nowadays. Like
They
shitty coolers.
Mhm.
yeah.
It's a play
They'd
on
probably be
Yeti,
great.
and
Yeah.
they're worth millions.
Let's do it. Let's
Yeah.
do our next gun.
Brothers
thing
of
is
the
gonna be
Touching Barrels.
the touching barrels.
Let us form an alliance.
Alliance.
So it was written.
So it was written on this day.
That almost sounds like Monty Python stuff.
I watched that too the other day. That's
Did you really the Holy Grail or
Tis
something
but
yeah.
a scratch.
and the
It's an African swallow.
or the
That's all.
night. Yeah, you didn't get me this.
Biggest
time. I'm still-
dickus.
He's like, yeah, it's just a flesh with his arms freaking
Yeah,
off
dude.
and stuff.
I'm gonna get you.
Dude, it's I don't know about the whole Arab nation stuff. I do know that when I was in Venice, they had, I think it was Saudi Arabia, they are building the line.
Yeah.
If you don't know
Yes.
about this,
Yeah, line's crazy.
I'm glad that you guys know because
Yeah.
we haven't talked about it. Please look it up. It's
It
the
is.
craziest. It's
Post-apocalyptic.
It is. It's
Yeah.
so they have emergency personnel for all fire, EMS, all that
Mm-hmm.
on both sides. It's this, multi-mile line of very
It's condensed cities.
Construct
Yeah, it's like a
of,
very condensed
yeah.
construct. Like,
And it-
and
it
it's
is being
broken up
built.
into blocks.
100%.
It's in
100 I
construction
saw
right
the
now.
model of it,
Yeah.
and it was a. Dude,
The way they're
it was
doing it's pretty genius,
and you
too.
can choose what you want it to like. Do you want it to look like kind of a terrarium look
Yeah.
and feel? Do you want it to be modern? And the whole idea is, if you have something you need, groceries or an emergency or whatever, instead of figuring out where in an apartment complex you are, which is very confusing, at least here for us, it would be, oh, okay, they're in section D and it's only 4 stories, right? So you go on either side,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Zzz, emergency personnel. Oh, we're on section 401, and then D. Boom, boom.
Does it
help
goes
'em.
to
Done.
a giant? Is it the ocean or a lake? It goes to a water source.
They
Yeah.
have an oasis there.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a huge.
You also have to
Feeds
be
from that-
absolutely filthy
Actually,
rich.
You're right. There is something south that's some sort
Yes.
of like actual sea, I think.
Yeah, it goes to that
Correct.
starting to get water, then it feeds it. But this, you ever seen the movie Maze Runner?
Yeah.
It's just like that. sectors or whatnot.
It
And,
looks so futuristic that
Yes.
it doesn't seem that it could be real, but it's actually happening already.
What I noticed, Trump's
They're
visiting
so
the Middle
advanced.
East right now, you know,
So advanced.
and he's going to Saudi Arabia, Qatar, UAE, Syria. He's going
Is it UAE or Saudi Arabia I'm talking about? The line.
Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
He's visiting these areas, and looking at the footage, their cities, their palaces look insanely
Dude.
advanced.
For
Look at
real.
Dubai, dude. Even Johannesburg.
Yes, like really next level.
Dude, Dubai would be really cool.
You ever see
I'm
that?
gonna
You ever
go
see
soon.
exit? What is it? Exit like 268 or something like that. It's like the
the
tallest
one where
building.
they go on the side with the car?
No.
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Their vehicles, they speed wobble it and get them up. On
Oh
the
yeah,
roads. It looks
yeah,
fake and it's real.
crazy, dude. They do
How do
those
they do
crazy
that, man?
slides at
You guys
200
are
miles an
wild,
hour.
man.
No, they exit. I
Wild.
think it's exit 268 or something like that. But they do base jumping from the tallest building in Dubai,
Oh, that's cool.
Dude,
and it's like
I can't even imagine that. I
they
never
have
thought
a
it was
zip
that high.
line that takes you from like not that high, but pretty high. Like it's like
For real?
It
All the
could
way
be
to the
higher,
ground?
but it's not really there.
close to the
Jeez,
ground. It
dude.
goes like over a river. It's insane, dude.
Can you
I would
imagine
not
if you
do
started
it.
getting some piping speed and couldn't slow down. You'd be going 700 miles an
God,
hour and
it's making my
disintegrate.
hands sweat just thinking about it. I don't like heights
I
at all.
I don't mind them, but there is. I stayed some. Maybe it's not Empire State Building. The world. What's the new World Trade Center thing?
Yeah,
The Freedom.
It's World Trade Center.
Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
It's
I
got
was
World
on
Trade Center
something
too.
that had a.
Yeah.
It was a glass.
Elevator?
Help me out.
A
No.
glass platform where you can
Yeah,
stand over
and
it
you're
break.
looking down, dude, and I did feel
Oh,
for
yeah.
just a moment my
I've
eyes
done
were.
that at the Grand Canyon.
Yeah,
Really?
Ain't
It's
no
pretty-
way.
It is
My
crazy
wife
there.
wants to go there bad.
It's really nice.
I
Been there a few
don't,
times.
but I
It's
think
really
it
cool.
would be very. It would be something I've never seen. I've never seen that.
Are you gonna
You
try
know
to
out
jump
west.
a motorcycle
Have you
over
been
it?
far out west before? Like,
Yeah, but not in that area,
yeah,
like
it's
Oregon.
very different. Okay, it's very different seeing the.
Robbie, you're gonna try to jump a motorcycle over it when you go?
You gonna really try to do it? Huh? I'm gonna
Dude,
watch
if
you
I
do
get a
it.
free one, I'll do it.
Evel Knievel it?
might need a free one.
Evil Knievel did it, dude.
I saw him do it.
Yeah.
Two-stroke.
Oh, I missed. Oh,
Had to change the power band.
Dude, he jumped buses. He's awesome.
the line is 105 miles long.
I'm glad I said more than a mile.
You said multi-mile. I mean, you were right there.
105. That's crazy.
I definitely undershot
Yeah.
what I thought it was.
But you know the investment. You're talking about like
It's
trillionaires
so
there.
cool.
They-
How tall is it? Sorry to interrupt you, but
It's
does it say about 4 stories?
no way higher. It's
Really? I
yeah,
thought it
dude.
wasn't more than 4.
Yeah, it's huge.
It's way higher. I don't
But
know.
it's
you have to be
compacted in a
so
safe way.
rich though to
Dude,
live
so-
there.
They were the way that
105 miles. I don't know. You know, with that, I think there's gonna be sections. I think there's gonna be like
It'll be
Yeah,
like
Ghetto.
it'll be like
yeah. Yes.
what's,
500
God, what's the name of that movie?
Thank
500
you.
Help me out.
meters
Um,
above sea level.
Snowpiercer.
Oh
That's-
yes, that's a
I
great
need
movie.
to still watch that. I was
You haven't
I was
watched it?
going down the
Elysium.
no, man.
Elysium's the same concept.
It's 1,600 feet
Tall.
tall.
1,600 feet tall.
Yeah, but it says it's 500 meters above sea level.
Okay, how tall is the
200
actual
meters
structure?
wide. Average structure doesn't say that. There's still, but
200
that's
meters wide is not very wide.
No,
so.
for 1,600 feet, dude, that's
I don't-
so tall.
no.
How many?
200 meters wide.
How many feet is in?
Yeah.
200 meters wide is
That-
pretty wide.
How
Well,
many
two-
feet
200
is
is
in a
wide.
story?
How many? I don't know.
I think isn't it 12 foot to a story?
God, I hope more. I don't know.
What was
Sure, we'll go 12 to 14 foot.
Times 1,600 divided by 1,600.
That's a very tall. That's way taller than I thought. I thought this puppy was like 4 or
we got-
5
It's
stories.
gonna
dude.
have high speed rail systems.
Rail system.
Yep.
Yep.
High speed rail system. It looks awesome, but
It looks so
But
cool.
no,
We'll probably put a picture of that
yeah,
up. It's awesome.
But seeing this for the first time in a long time, like a president going there, a lot of footage we don't see. You know, they have some money. I think that's
tons.
the best. I think that's the best way to put it. They have the
Tons.
money
Tons.
to buy mass. You know, like they're not buying small things. They're building giant
Well,
marble palaces. Like in Qatar,
they don't
he went to
know what to do with it. I think at some
Yeah.
point, if you're giving airplanes away,
10 to 14 feet tall, right? So 1,600. So 1,640
Above sea level.
divided by 14. It's 117 stories.
Yeah.
There's no way it's going to be that tall.
I mean, I'm looking at the
I
pictures
mean,
now.
There's no way.
I'm looking at the pictures
Dude,
of it.
Think about the World
Look at
Trade
Star
Center, how
Wars.
tall that was.
Actually, it could be. Look,
That's kind of where I was going
look at
earlier.
Dubai.
But is it Tron? So when Tron, not when he breaks
or
out,
Blade Runner.
it's very similar to both of those, where it's just this not post-apocalyptic.
Honestly,
Just
I'm looking at the pictures. I think it might be that tall.
let me see, man.
Like,
You got,
well, it's hard with all
Yeah,
my
I know.
cables, but no, I think
That's all right,
it doesn't
I'll
look-
look.
yeah, look
All
at
right,
that.
dude, look at that, dude.
Exactly right. So I think
that is
honestly,
that's the same thing they showed me
Yeah.
when I was.
I
at the
honestly think
exhibit.
so. Like, because if they have the money, if you look at the UAE, how much they've invested into the city.
Mirror City.
Yeah.
That's what they're calling it.
Well, when I was
That's
getting
crazy.
that, they had the expo a few years ago, and
Expo.
I just walked into it without knowing, and you actually weren't allowed to walk in there. But I was like, hey, there's a lot of important looking people in here. What's going on?
Yeah.
And they said, you just got to fill out this paperwork, tell us what you think about this, and tell us why this would be a good idea. So my wife and I fill it out, and we didn't know much about it. Bull crapped on the answers. They let us in, dude. And I was like, this is, they had
Awesome.
different, it was cool. They had different levels of this. It was just a traditional Picasso style deal in Italy. But
Well-
each level had, or room had, a different way that you could
Mm-hmm.
theme that they're going with.
I've
And
seen
I
it.
thought that
Not
was
in person, but
super
I've seen
cool.
that.
Dude, it
I've
was
seen that
so
expo.
cool. And I felt for a moment that I was in a level of thinking in the future that didn't feel real at the time.
Yes.
It still doesn't feel
It's
real.
500 meters.
Tall?
Yeah, dude, yeah. 500, said, yeah, 1,640 feet.
That's
'Cause
crazy.
it says here, so
That's crazy,
The
dude. I
Empire
thought it was
State-
like a few stories.
the Empire State Building is 443 meters, and the line will be 500 meters.
It's realistic. It actually is
It's
realistic.
supposed to hold 9 million people is what they're planning on. You know, they were building a ship like that where it was like all for the elite, where it was totally
They're
weatherproof.
starting to do that with the
And then it
ship,
hit an iceberg,
shipping.
huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. But don't worry, they made it bigger.
They want to go around.
No, this thing's huge.
No,
Like,
I've seen-
it's got
yeah.
like a runway on it and all. It's
Yeah.
the concept art's crazy on
Yeah.
it, dude.
We learned
like a
from this
world.
once,
I know.
Watch her world.
dude. That's not that bad of a
Paper.
movie.
Waterworld's
It's
awesome, dude.
awesome.
I
Yeah,
love
it's a great
Waterworld.
Yeah, it got really bad rap, but my son likes it a
Oh,
lot.
it's a great movie. The
He's got gills.
he's got gills. Now, what's it called? It's the largest ship in the world right now. Like looking at the size of it, it's called like the Oasis of the Sea, and it's pretty new. It's only a few years old,
Mm.
and I mean the size of it, the scale of it.
Yeah.
It's got like 4 amusement parks on it.
Holy man.
It's like-
What are you talking about?
The largest cruise ship. Forgot what it's the exact. word.
Oh, that's the you're talking about the one Royal Caribbean just came out with.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was
You
just
saw
going
it,
to tell
right?
you
Like-
that I was sitting on a Carnival one before it got crazy.
yeah.
I don't know what words I can use, what they mean. But anyway, I don't want to say the wrong word and it'd be more powerful than I meant. But anyway, it was nuts. Now, and I was looking, I was like, dude, that's a Royal Caribbean. And dude, it was humongous.
Yeah, dude.
Ship. It's not the one that we're talking about, but even then I was like,
wanna
that
say-
thing's way nicer, dude. We got to get some more.
What is it? The
finances
Epic?
on that.
The
Icon of
The
the
Icon
Seas.
of the Seas,
That's it,
yeah.
Icon
Makes
of the
sense.
Seas.
They're coming out with another one too. They're building a bigger one.
It's 1,200 feet long.
That's, the cruise ships are back for sure,
oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
especially with COVID subsiding.
Oh yeah.
It's a good way to spend your time and money, I would say.
I mean, it's insane looking. The Icon of the Sea.
Yeah, dude. There's so
like,
much stuff to do.
Seriously, like you
Batting cages,
Yeah.
rock climbing walls,
Mhm.
water parks.
concerts.
Yeah, dude.
Everywhere.
We had some pretty good comedians on ours. That was cool.
Yeah, I really like the
Halls,
stand up stuff.
gardens.
The stand up stuff is
Absolutely.
really good. Yeah, Jay Okerson was on my first ever cruise.
Really?
Yep.
That's cool.
I was so hammered, dude. I went up to it was me and Justin, and we went up to I don't know, it was like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, and we were like, you know what, dude, we need some salmon and cream cheese bagels. And I saw him there.
Dude, they slam, bro.
I saw him standing there, and I was like, hey man,
Smoked
like you had a
salmon.
really killer set tonight. He's like, oh, thanks, dude, I really appreciate that. I'm like, I got a joke for you, and he's like, fuck, it's like what he did. Sorry,
Yeah.
but he's like, ah, dang, you know.
Yeah.
So I told him, and like he finished the punchline before I can even start the joke, and I'm like, all right. He's like, all right, man, well, I'll see you later. I felt so stupid, dude.
You know, comedians are so smart.
Oh yeah.
So it already kind of
Like Theo Vaughn.
hits.
Theo
Yes.
Vaughn, I think, is an act, dude. I don't think that's real.
He's stupid smart.
Like
But
when he's
stupid
like
first.
talking to Drewski, and he's like, man, you guys wear like a lot of deodorant. And he's like, your brother put it on and start at the wrist.
The way that his mind thinks when he's doing this,
Yeah, he looked like
It's
he
crazy,
started
dude.
drinking from the hose and never stopped.
He goes in such a weird 4-dimensional input. On
Yeah, he
things,
does.
and
Yeah,
it's kind of crazy how quickly he can do it. But yeah, comedians are super fast.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like I don't know, man. The Trump visiting, I think it's smart to visit people who are not your allies or who are or who could be.
I think.
Period.
Yeah.
But I don't think that we should be. It's like anything in friendship, right?
Yeah.
Oh, they said this at that class I was at. You're friendly with the people you work with. They're not your friends.
sure.
And I'm not saying that always applies, but I do think that until you have those ride or die moments where you can trust someone, then you are just friendly.
Yeah. Just.
And you need to be
friendly.
smart enough to know the difference.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know who the worst culprits of that are? A lot of if like a female office, you know, like it's they get pretty bent when they're like, I mean, I just can't believe, you know, Tiffany didn't invite me to her thing.
Yeah,
and
there's
it's like
some
you just
very
work
personal
together, dude.
There's a lot more, I think, with that.
Yeah. With this Middle East
Guys a little more straightforward.
business, I do feel like it's
stupid.
it's needed. It's really needed.
Yeah, I
Middle East
mean, dude,
business
like
is needed.
We are also not.
The
in-
Syria
I-
thing is weird.
I've
but-
really been it is weird. I've really been thinking a lot about our Islam conversation, and there's actually in Texas they're petitioning to make. Have you heard about
They
this?
blocked
already?
it.
They did
The
block it.
judge blocked it,
I
and
know.
now the FBI is looking into
Yeah.
it fully.
A humongous compound of. It's not only Islamic people are allowed, but it's promoted only for
It's
that.
a 500-acre
They were
mega
gonna-
city
Huge.
that promotes only Sharia
law and
law.
some other. Anyways, very scary stuff.
yeah.
And I hope that, man, I mean, really, if you believe in what they are preaching, or at least the book that they believe in, it has places that just doesn't have a silver lining, period. There's some bad stuff in there for us in the future. So I don't know how you can incorporate all that.
Well, I mean, right now, I think it's smart from Trump's view to
Like
go to the Middle
diplomatically,
East. Diplomatic,
yeah,
because right
for
now
sure.
Europe is in.
They don't even know what they're doing.
They don't even.
man.
They don't know what they're doing. So I think right now
100%.
he's got to find real allies. India is now the ally for commerce. Middle East is going to be an ally for investments
Yeah, and oil.
and oil. I mean, that's what has to happen.
Yeah.
Europe is
I mean,
just
what he's trying to do
abandoned.
is set them up as like a bank, I feel.
Yep.
You know?
Actually, their investments in America, they're getting so rich right now.
It doesn't. I'm
So
not
rich.
frowning upon, as long as I didn't really like the. I'm not a fan of the Saudi prince. Don't hurt me, please. But because of the Kanagi,
Off of his head.
the news reporter deal. Was that you and I that saw that?
No,
in
I
person?
seen. I know what you're talking about that.
I watched that documentary and
that whole thing.
mm,
If he was spying, if he was doing something against the country, who knows what's going to happen? But we do that
Exactly what
too.
we're
It just
talking about.
doesn't get out in the open.
well, anyway, yeah, he wasn't doing anything wrong. He was just speaking out against the prince, and
But we don't know fully. That's the we don't know both sides because intentions can be swayed.
we don't know his
especially
side.
Exactly.
We won't
Yeah.
know it, but
Exactly.
we know what he was saying at the time.
Yeah.
And what I think it was such an overt act of violence. And yeah, I think you're right. I think that we and many other countries do it clandestinely better.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I
But
see
it really sucks when you can see it so clearly.
actually happen. Yes.
And you hear the orchestration. I mean, the embassy of Turkey. So anyway, I don't trust that guy. But at the same time, man, if it's like 3 people versus your whole country and stability, I mean, maybe I could sympathize a little bit. I just don't like unnecessary violence. Do it if you got to, but only if it's necessary.
No, sir.
No, sir. I'll tell you right now. Got an ambulance.
But I think it's good. I think it's gonna be really beneficial to America, more so than we see. I think in the next few years, especially oil prices, the next few months is gonna plummet.
Bro, I hope so.
I believe it's gonna plummet. It's already plummeting.
My gas guzzler is not liking it, bro. I'm like ready to sell that. I got some hail damage. I'm ready to sell it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fix it, make it look nice, put it on the market.
Yeah, I just don't know about
that with the price.
Like getting a Tacoma though, man.
Why?
I just can't see paying that much for a.
Oh yeah, you don't like Tacomas. I forgot.
Well, I'm just saying, like for that small of a truck.
Yeah.
For the price tag.
Now you're making me feel like
you get a
little man
Frontier.
syndrome.
No, I'm not
Go
just
Nissan,
saying, dude.
already.
Like,
Go Nissan.
now
Go
it's
get
not a real
Frontier.
truck. It's like might as well get a Ridgeline, you know.
I mean, you said it.
Oh come on,
That price,
dude!
though, it's just
Unibody.
I'm just saying
They
that
are good,
The price tag of a Tacoma, I don't think dictates what you get. Or
Yeah,
You know what I
especially
mean?
look at the engine as well. The engine's pretty.
the same thing
It's
as in a
barely doing
4Runner.
it with the V6. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I get what you're
Okay.
saying,
Yeah.
but I can't.
What about a 2002 Chevrolet S10
Really go at it.
with a 5-speed in her?
dude? Actually, a stick shift. That guy from Train was talking about people in stick shifts, and that would fix a lot of problems with driving behaviors and distractions.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I do remember being at a light at a certain very steep hill with my Nissan, and I'm like sitting here. I'm like, oh crap, I gotta go. I had my kickflip.
Yeah.
Oh, gotta go. I'm going up as I'm trying not to stall out. So I don't know how well that goes, but
Like the boomer posts that are like, make every car
manual
stick
again.
manual, and you know,
No one can show your car.
because these kids these days they don't know how to drive.
It's basically an anti-theft device.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
It is.
I saw a video. Someone tried to steal a car. It was manual. They
I saw
could
that
not.
too.
It was like,
Yeah.
they
What are you
messed
gonna
Or
do?
like the
Yeah.
ones where it's like repost this in 5 seconds, or like your account password is gonna be changed.
yes.
Oh, thank God, I got it in time.
Like my mom called me in a panic like 2 months ago. She's like, I go through my email. It says Amazon charged me $500 for this iPhone. I'm
Dude,
like, no, mom,
dude,
that's
honestly,
Don't
some
do
of
it.
these scams are pretty. Like I'm getting that same one you guys are getting, the highway
Oh,
tax
did he
thing.
tell you what I said to them?
No,
No.
I
should've
can't
said
say it.
something.
I can't say it.
Okay.
But it was really good.
It was.
I wish
But
they texted me back
I'm
so,
so
bad.
hungry, dude.
I know.
I am so hungry. I'm
But I
ready to eat
think,
some good food.
Yeah, we spoke about a lot of good things. This one, it's. I think the investments are going to be good for America in the long term.
Financially,
think-
100%.
and I
but
think-
relationships too.
The United States and Trump's team is making fundamental shifts
Yeah.
based on
yeah.
the world.
Yeah.
Order.
Or honestly,
I
yes,
know
the
what you're
world,
saying.
yes.
You're talking about they're looking past a lot of these voodoo things that we've isolated ourselves
Yes.
as a country of having relationships, but they see the future and which directions it could be going, and now we're making friends with these
Yes.
people.
Well, the
which-
Middle East is now progressing.
cool. They are.
Heavily progressing.
They got money.
Europe is not
They got money and
progressing at all.
followers.
Yeah.
Why not?
So I mean, you have to go to where people are moving.
And I bet
that's-
you there's a lot of nice people. One of
tons,
my close
tons,
friends
yeah.
is from the Middle East.
Yeah.
He's super cool, dude. Super cool, man. They will do more for you than you would for your family. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah.
What
they
about
will
a
feed
check for
you.
$1 million?
That would be a really good friend. I will take 3.
Let's go right now.
3 checks.
It pounds.
Yeah.
Dang it.
You can
man.
write it.
I'm gonna
Might
write
not
you a
cash.
check. It's a
Yeah.
felony, but anyway, don't
Yeah.
cash it.
But
Phone with Dick and Jane where he writes him a check for $1.
that's a great movie.
You can send it to Real Guys, Real Talk. By the way, hit that like and subscribe, please.
Make sure
It
you hit
helps
the
us.
friends and family button so we don't
Yeah,
have to pay any
please.
fees.
So we don't have to delete
or send a little bit
ourselves.
more so we can pay the tax.
Yeah. I don't know if Patreon's on there or there's any other way, but go for it, man. We appreciate you
Thank you
appreciating
guys.
us.
Well, everyone,
What do you think?
Yeah.
Trump's doing the right thing?
Yeah.
I know half of us at least agree that he is, or he wouldn't be in. So tell us what you think. What could he do better? If you're from an Arabic country or one of the ones we're talking about, what's your perspective on us, making friends with you all? You like it? You think it's genuine? Concerned?
Yeah.
Maybe have us over for some good halal foods?
Oh, as the prince did.
Yeah.
Here
What's
we
that
go.
country
Peace
with
be
that?
with you.
What's the
Yes.
country with the
It's
big
like-
guy where he's? What's that country with the big guy where he gets like the massive plate of meat and peppers?
Yeah,
and
dude.
beep, beep, beep. What country is that, dude?
Turkey or Pakistan?
I want to
dude.
say this. They're way different.
But they throw
I would
some
say Turkey.
cheese.
I think it's Turkey,
They throw
yeah.
some cheese on that old girl.
Dude,
Oh,
it
I've been
was
going to
so
town.
good. My neighbors are from Jordan. They make some ball and stuff, dude.
Yeah?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Oh goodness.
All right,
But
guys.
I like
the
to
thing.
take the bread and make it into a taco, and they usually just dip it in.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Big difference.
Food.
Olive
Hey.
oil everywhere.
I'll actually straight up. I'm gonna ask Sam how he did that. He did olive oil, special type, with a few herbs, and you just put some pita bread on it.
It's so good,
basically.
yeah. That's all you
Dude,
do.
It
Yeah, just
was
a high quality olive oil, yeah.
good for no
Yeah.
reason. All right.
All right, guys. Till next
Cool.
time.
Thank you.
Later.
We'll
See
see you.
ya.
Bye bye.